Hello everyone, this is Direfon here. Got update 0.71. Yeah, 0.71. A lot of this update is going to be graphical, so that's a wonderful thing indeed, and you should be able to see it right away when I press play. I've got a whole lot of sprites that I was able to get off of Humble Bundle, to be honest. But honestly, it makes the game look a whole lot better. Eventually I will get to the characters, but once again, they're pretty flat. I'm leaving them be. No need to upgrade those now when I was focused on this and redoing every tile. And after a little bit of looking into the past video that I just recorded, I decided, yeah, I'm gonna have to add in the music post-processing, but you can check it out yourself in the game. Aside from all that, you can see a plethora of different updated sprites. The mountains look so much better than before. I'll update the houses and the mine entrance eventually. I'm not sure exactly when, but the inside of the houses look much better furnished. Each one of these having their own color style and little bit of differences. Just stuff like that to make everything feel a little bit better. The cave system in here looks so much better as well. The colors I'm not probably going to stick with. I'm thinking about having either darker walls or a darker floor, but for right now it's wonderful. Eventually, I don't want to blast your ears out, but there are also stepping noises. Once a creature has locked onto you, it starts to make a stepping noise, and as it gets closer, it gets louder and louder and louder until they battle. Along with that, Apacies can see you from farther away, so they'll continue coming after you as you walk, but you can press shift to toggle walking slowly, instead of just a full-blown run or sprint walking. And as you can see with these two, kind of bad example, but okay, with these guys, capabilities now affect how the sprite looks in the overworld. So these two, I think, have stealth, so that they appear half transparent. This one, it might be normal, it might have cold body, which would make it slightly blue. It's kind of hard to tell when it's just by itself. But yeah, that's a lot of the things that have been happening so far. Music is, I have quite a number of different tracks on different scenes just to vary it up, rather than just having Lucy loop up every time. I got a little sick of that song. But yeah. Another thing, there is hard info for the battles. So when you go to descriptions, you'll see a number there. That is the strength value of the move. That it doesn't exactly correlate. It's more of a correlation to a random chance. So the higher the number, the better the odds are that you'll get a bigger attack value. But yeah, aside from that, not much changed in the levels. You can upgrade just the same. There's still that graphical glitch that you saw in the bottom corner. I decided not to work on that because the visuals and music were such a much bigger issue to me. There is an evolution option when you get to that, when you level up. So you can decide to keep your Apacies at that stage, or you can evolve them. I might change that language because, you know, Pokemon, a little too similar. I don't know. The stats were reworked on every Apacies. I made them match PTU, Pokemon Tabletop United stats, so that I could integrate them into a PTU world that I'm currently DMing. And to give it a little bit more balance, if I straight increased every stat that includes health, which means that they can tank hits longer, and a big issue that I was having for the longest time was one hit, two hit KOing enemies that aren't even super effective, that are just neutral to an attack, so I wanted to buff them up. There is a money display now, so, and that will carry over, but so far I don't think anything gives you money. Trainers might. It's honestly kind of hard for me to remember, but I don't think they do. And there's nothing to spend it on right now. pit mines instead of the placeholder, like Pokemon Center. It's now a big ladder in a hole. Once you go into it, you can see a big difference in design. It kind of clashes with my character right now, but it hopefully will be just a little bit better. Hopefully the new character sprites will be a little bit more suited to both this and the overworld. Though this is more of a vector art style than a pixel art, I thought it'd be a pretty cool contrast, and it honestly, this tile set works so much better. Aside from that, or those things, that's it. A lot of this update was a big graphical overhaul. I haven't decorated each scene so that the routes have different foliage so that it breaks up this monotonous screen like what I had before in like 0.3. And clearly I missed a few tiles. Oh boy. But that'll come with time. Also, most mountains only have the one layer because I'm deciding how I want to use each mountain. Right now they're just obstacles, nothing more. And eventually I want to be able to go up onto higher obstacles. Each town has also been reworked visually. However, the original route, I haven't changed it because I am planning to completely change out this route, so it's more of a relic of the past. And I died there. It died in a semi-glitchy way too. But I hope you enjoyed the visual update. Life has been quite a bit busier, so it was nice to have this kind of numbing work to do. Just painting everything. It took a long time, but I was able to actually work and get stuff done. And hopefully I'll be able to work on story pretty heavily. I want that to be the next update, 0.8, so that we actually have something to work on. I'm thinking I might redo the sprites, and you never saw anything. I might redo the sprites and character animations, especially now that there's a walking cycle that really right now just slows the character down. I want there to be multiple walking cycles for at least the main character. I also did do a little work on trainers moving on different paths that I can code in that had mixed results. I just needed to think about that more. So I was going to leave it to next update when it's a story update and a more adventurous update. So, wish me luck. I do hope you enjoy, and thank you for following. Thank you, and have a good night.